So the world is a big old stage. It's a stage. Everybody's acting. Everybody's an actor. You're an actor, you're acting. Everybody's acting. The world is a big old stage. The universe is mental. I'm going to talk of the mental universe. Every student who applies this knowledge will awaken true power. They will experience out of body journeys. They will sharpen the reality they have always envisioned, or you will sharpen the reality you have been always envisioning. Transformation begins now. So, now I'm going to talk of the mental universe. The universe is mental, held in the mind of the all. The all is spirit, but what is spirit? This question cannot be answered for a reason that its definition is particularly that of the all, which can't be explained or defined. Spirit is simply a name that men gave to the highest conception of the infinite living mind. It means the real essence. It means living mind, as much as superior to the life of mind as we know them, as the energy later are superior of the mechanical energy and matter. Spirit transcends our understanding, and we use the term merely that we may think or speak of the all for the purpose of thought and understanding. We are justifying, or we justify in thinking of spirit as infinity living mind. In our thinking, we justify, but we can't define the all. The all is the all. At the same time, acknowledging that we cannot fully understand it. We must either do this or stop thinking of the matter at all. Let us know, or let us now proceed to a consideration of the nature of the universe as a whole and in its part. What is the universe? We have seen that there can be nothing outside of the all. Then, is the universe the all? No. This cannot be, because the universe seems to be made up of many things, and it is constantly changing and expanding, or in other ways, it does not measure up to the ideas that we are compelled to accept regarding the all, as stated in our last lesson. So now, the universe, if the universe be not the all, then it must be enough. Such is the conclusion of the mind at first thought. But this will not satisfy the question, for we are insensible of the existence of the universe. Then, if the universe is neither the all nor nothing, what can it be? Let us examine this question. Let us examine this question. We gotta understand it. We gotta go deeper. We gotta go deeper. We gotta go deeper in understanding the universe. If the universe exists at all, or seems to exist, it must proceed in some way from the all. It must be a creation of the all. But as something can never become or never come from nothing, from what could the universe or the all have created it? Some philosophers have answered this question by saying that the all created the universe from itself. So you gotta understand this. Some philosophers have answered this question by saying that the all created the universe from itself. That is, from the being and substance of the all. But this will not do. This will not do. Hmm? For the all cannot be subtracted from nor divided as we have seen. And then again, if this be so, would not each particle in the universe be aware of its being the all? The all could not lose its knowledge of itself, nor actually become an atom, or blind force, or lowly living thing. It's it's it can't be that. It's bigger. It goes within. But some men indeed realizing that the all is indeed all, and also realizing that they the men existed, have jumped to the conclusion that they have and they all were identical. Hmm? And they have fulfilled the air with shouts of I am God. They shout, I am God. Hmm? To to the movement of the multitudement and the sorrow of sages, they came of the corpse so that I am man would be modest in comparison. But what did the universe, if it be not the all, not yet created by the all, having separated itself into fragments, what else can it be? Of what else can it be made? This is the greatest question. Let us examine it carefully. We find here that the principle of correspondence, C lesson I, comes to our aid here. The automatic always talks of as above, so below. As above, so below. It's always like that. As above, so below. So below, so above. This may be placed into service at this point. Let us get a grasp of the working on the higher planes by examining those on our own. The principle of correspondence must apply to this as well as to other problems. Hmm? Let us see on his own plane of being how does man create? Well, first he may create by making something out of outside material, but this will not do, for there are no material outside of the all with which it may create. Well, then, secondly, man procreates or reduces his kind by the process of begetting, which in self-manipulation accomplished by transferring a proton of his substance to his offspring. Hmm? Of his offspring. But this will not do because the O cannot transfer or subtract a proton of itself, nor it can reproduce or multiply itself. In the first place, there would be a taking away, and in the second case, a manipulation and addition, or a multiplication and addition to the O, both thoughts being an thing. Hmm? Is there no third way in which man can create? Yes, there is. He creates mentally. Man always creates mentally, and in so doing, he uses no outside material, nor does he reproduces himself, and yet his spirit prefers the mental creation. Following the principle of correspondence, we are just finding corresponding or considering that the all creates the universe mentally in a manner to the process whereby man creates mental images, and here is where the report of reason tells. Hmm? As shown by their teachings and writings, such are the teachings of the wise men, such was the teachings of the Hermes or the Hermetics. So now the all can create in no other way except mentally, without either using material, and there is none to use, or else reproducing itself, which is also impossible. There is no escape from this conclusion of the reason, which as we have said, agrees with the highest teaching of the illuminated Illuminati. Illuminati. So just as you students may create a universe of your own in your mentality, so does the all creates the universe in its own mentality. But the universe is mental creation of a finite mind, whereas that of the all is the creation of an infinity. The two are similar in kind, but infinitely different in degree. We shall examine more closely into the process of creation and manifestation as we proceed, but this is the point to fix in your minds that at this stage, because the universe is the universe, the universe is the universe, the universe, and all it contains is a mental creation of the all. Indeed, all is mind. The all creates in its infinite mind countless universes which exist for eons of time, and yet the creation, development, decline, and death of million universes is as the time of the twinkling of an eye. Hmm? The infinite mind of the all is the womb of the universe. The principle of gender, or talks of lessons to follow, is manifested on all planes of life, material, mental, and spiritual. But as we have said before, gender does not mean sex. Sex is merely a material manifestation of gender. Gender means letting to generation or creation. It's gender. So now, and wherever or anything is generated or created on any plane, the principle of gender must be manifested. And this is true even in the creation of the universes. Now, do not jump to the conclusion that we are teaching that there is a male and female God or creator. That idea is merely a distraction or the calculation of the ancient teachings on the subject. The true teaching is that the all in itself is above gender, as it is above every other law, including those of time and space. It is the law from which the law proceeds, and it is not the subject to them. But when the all manifests on the plane of generation and creation, then it acts according to the law and principle, and all for it is moving on a lower plane of being. Because it can't be like that. It manifests the principle of gender in its masculine and feminine aspects on the material plane. Of course, this idea may seem startling to some of you who hear it for the first time, but you have already passively accepted it in everyday consumption. You speak of the forefathers, or you speak of the fatherhood of God and the motherhood of nature of God, the divine father and nature, the universe mother, and thus have that of knowledge. The principle of gender is the universe. Is this not so? But the Hermetic teachings do not imply a real duality. The all is one. The two aspects are merely aspects of manifestation. The teaching is that the masculine principle manifests by the all stands in a way apart from the actual mental creation of the universe. In its all, its projects, it will towards the feminine principle, which may be called nature, whereupon they later begins the actual work of the evolution of the universe from simple onto man, and then on and on, still higher on, according to well establishing and enforced laws of nature. If you prefer the odd figures of thought, you may think of the masculine principle as God the Father, and of the feminine principle as nature, the universe mother, from whose womb of all things have been born, the mother nature, the universe. This is more than a mere poetic figure of speech. It is an idea of the actual process of the creation of the universe. But always remember that the all is but one, and that its infinite mind, the universe, is generated, created, and exists. It may help you to get a proper idea if you apply the law of correspondence to yourself and your own mind. To your own mind. You know that the part of you which you call I in a sense, stands apart and witness the creation of mental images in your own mind, the part of your mind in which the material generation is accomplished may be called the me in distance or distraction from the I, which stands apart and witnesses and examines the four thoughts, idea and images of the me, as above, so below. Remember, and the phenomena of one plane may be employed to solve the radicals of the I and lower planes. Is it any wonder that you, the child, feel that reservoirs of the all which is feeling we call a religion that respect for the father mind or our father mind? Is it any wonder that when you consider the work and wonder of nature, you are overcome with a mighty feeling which has its root away down in your inmost being? It is the mother mind, and you are pressing close up to, like a baby, to the breast. So you gotta understand this, or you gotta know this. The earth is our mother. We are like baby to the breast. Hmm? It is the mother's mind that you are pressing close up to, like a baby to the breast. Do not make the mistake of supposing that the little world you see around you, the earth, which is a mere grain of dust in the universe, is the universe itself. There are millions upon millions of such worlds and greater, and there are millions of such universes in existence within the infinite mind of the all. And even in our own little solar system, there are regions and planes of life far higher than ours, and being compared to which we earth-bound mortals are as the similar life forms that dwell on the ocean's bed when compared to man. Hmm? There are beings within, there are beings with powers and attributes higher than man has ever dreamed of the gods processing, and yet these beings were once as you, and still lower, and you will be even as they, and still higher in time, for such is the destiny of man, as reported by the Illuminati or Illumined. And death is not real. Death is not real, even in the even in even in earth. It is but birth to a new life. Death is a new life, is a birth to a new life, and you shall go on and on and on and on to higher and still higher planes of life for eons upon eons of time. The universe is your home, and you shall explore its furthest incest before the end of time. You are dwelling in the infinite mind of the all, and the possibilities and opportunities are infinity, both in time and space. Hmm? Hmm? Possibilities and opportunities are infinity, both in time and space. And at the end of the grand circle of eons, when the all shall draw back into itself all of its creation, you will go grindly, for you will then be able to know the all truth of being at one with the all. Such is the report of the rune mind. Those who have advanced well aligned or along the path, and in the meantime rest calm and meditate. They know they are self. You are self and protected by infinite power of the father and mother mind. Within the mother father mind, mortal children are at home. Hmm? There is not one who is fatherless nor motherless in the universe. We we are not fatherless or motherless. The universe is our mother. The all is our father. Our parents are not our real parents. We will never feel alone because the universe is our mother. The all is our father. So you gotta understand this, or you gotta know this. You will never die. You will never die. You will never die. You are immortal. You are immortal. Death is a new birth to a new life. You will go on and go on and go on to higher and higher planes of life for eons and eons of time. You never die. We never die. We are immortals. They just implanted the idea of death in our head. We are immortals. We will go on and go on higher planes of life. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. The mental universe. The universe is mental. The all is mind. Thanks for watching. Nature be with you.